purge! The blood purge! We will create a new world! A new generation! The blood must be purified!
Oh boy. Ah, it's pooping. It's a baby girl. Boy. Thing. I don't know. Again, every time I see these transformations, I feel like I'm playing a different game.
That's the true self you worked so hard to find. I'm sorry, Lena. I gave you far more credit than I ever should have.
The Clarksons have always been the chosen ones, proud souls.
Went from crazy
divine
blue eyes to
life given
bright
full.
red eyes.
But at some point, that blood became tainted. So I decided to reset it. I need to purify this corrupt blood for the one I love most.
Jesus.
After I left home, I met the Red Soul and acquired a guide. And so I created the red powder and became an apostle for the red magic. The red powder transforms the body from within. It creates empowered souls, and mature souls are the greatest offering one can present to the goddess. Lise and Galena didn't lose their minds. They both died with honor.
Died with honor. Just how deluded are you? Dismembered them and strung up their bodies in the name of vapid symbolism. Where's the honor in that? So what if they said they wanted to die? Cultists have been saying that for centuries.
Silence! You will impede us no longer. You're always so smug. Oh, how I hate you. This is the last you'll ever see of my plan.
You look like something I'd summon out of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh.
Purification!
Oh man, it's a fire type.
Fire and brimstone!
No one can stop my plan.
Meanwhile, I'm still poisoned, so yeah, get rid of this. Do a little of that. Jeez. Gotta go fast. Wait until I have my concentration. It barely hurts. I'll keep taking it. I'll go back to that Pineapple Hotel or whatever and just sleep this off.
Fire and brimstone!
This can't be happening.
I don't think you're looking so hot.
Supposed to be invincible.
No bullets, especially rubber bullets from my finger, hurt you.
Purification!
I have something that gives my concentration back. Let's say open the map. Yeah, drink a root beer real quick.
If you kill me,
Disaster
no one
version
will be
bonus.
left to tell you about the plan.
No matter, I just got 500 wing wangs, motherfucker.
No.
For fighting you in my mind.
How could I lose?
Or your mind.
But it's too late. No one can stop my plan. Now, not even me. Red Tree!
Not too long ago, we were bowling and skipping stones. Such a simpler time. No, this is about the same fight we just did a while ago. So, I don't know. It's only episode 2, so I assume we're not at the end. We're still just learning about deeper stuff about the plan. Anyway, I'm here.
Lena, let go. I'm going to count to 3. Then you're going to get down on the ground and put your hands behind your head. Got it?
See this? If I let go, the bomb in the fireplace will explode.
Do something smart for once, Lena. Detonating that bomb won't solve anything.
You're wrong, Agent Morgan.
Don't look intimidating at all with this
It'll
fucking
give
gun.
me the ending I've always dreamed of.
Leonard, you're wrong. Killing me won't bring back our family's prosperity.
No! I know I am right!
You never change. Once you make up your mind, that single idea possesses you. It's almost like you're cursing yourself. Oh, my, always holding on to all your pain.
No! You're the one who's wrong!
Moaning.
When you first told me about the disparity between your mind and your body, I didn't know how to love you.
Stop it! I don't want to hear this!
But I always knew from the very start.
Stop talking!
There was something special inside you. I also know that you had any cause with your older sister.
Oh boy.
Your own flesh and blood.
Shut up!
I just didn't know how to
Fucked your
treat
sister.
you. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Stop. Please.
I never, ever hated you. I always loved you. From the bottom of my...
I said shut up.
Don't, Lena!
This is necessary. All of the corrupt blood must die. The Clarksons' blood must be purged. Then, the purity that's left behind can rebuild the Clarksons' legacy.
Is that the goddess of fertility?
Go and see her with your own eyes. You're an FBI special agent. Surely you can find her. No one can stop my plan now. Not even me.
No, stop!
Patricia Clarkson.
I should have known, huh? That Patricia is, was a Clarkson? I wouldn't have been surprised if that's what they're saying. Or if she's behind all of it. Anyway, what an explosion. What the fuck is that? Is that a heart? Anyway, I'm fine. It's just pieces of everything. Somehow the wall didn't come down and it wasn't strong enough to take down the structure. Just strong enough to ruin any bodies around. How'd their heads get up there?
Paul! Oh, Paul! Oh my God!
I don't know. It's just what he did in his past before becoming a woman.
Agent York? Can you hear me?
What is it, Patty? Where's Melvin?
Well, I don't know. He won't answer me, and he ain't at the sheriff's office either. What should I do? You think he got caught up in some kind of trouble?
I don't know, but Danny's losing his mind.
Oh, shit! I got nothing now. I can't. Patty, I need someone at the Clarkson's house ASAP. I don't care who you send. They can also ask Daniel Clarkson about the details once they get here. And you should also call an ambulance just in case. Got it?
Huh? Sure.
I'm going to head straight over to the sheriff's office, Patty. Let's meet up there.
Just send anyone, even hell, send a skateboard. The blood, because they just set off a bomb. Like the idea, send anyone, send Jenna or whoever the hell. Well, we were in the real world. That whole thing was the real world when we came back and told her not to bomb. She wasn't a messed up monster. That was her and the father in actuality. Except somehow the bomb blew up perfectly to land their heads on the top of the chandelier. Like, send that guy with the underwear and the saxophone. Send him. And maybe an ambulance. Head to the department. Meet up with Patricia. Now, again, right before she blew up, she said, Patricia... Hey, guys, I wouldn't go in there if I were you. She said Patricia Clarkson, and the only Patricia I think we know is Patty. There's people with side quests out here, I guess, but I'm not doing any of those side missions, because half of them are just... Find item that I don't know. What the fuck is that car? What happened with that car? What is this car doing? There's a fence. What is happening? No wonder this city's in fucking shambles, or this town. You're not even on a road. Yeah, most of the side missions are just...
So, what do you think of him? Yes.
Me punching something for like 60 of them, or doing... There might be better ones, but, I don't care. I'm just more focused and interested in the story. Go see what's going on with Melvin. I think we're getting close to the end of episode 2, I would assume. Melvin, your vehicle's here.
Zach, it appears to be closed. Let's come back during...
I thought you wanted me to go see it now. You need me to... Like, something's happened to my dad. I don't know what's going on. Well, come back during business hours, and maybe you find him. I guess I'll just fucking go back to the pineapple.
1 lollipop, 2 lollipops, 3 lollipops. Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
Something's going on with Melvin. Where is he? I don't know. We'll meet up, send an ambulance and whatever to that estate, at the Clarkson's estate, and then I'll go and find your dad. Oh, the door's locked. It's not business hours. I'm sorry, Patty. I'm going to have to find your dad in a couple hours after we go to bed. It's sadly not 8 o'clock or whenever the fucking sheriff department opens. Thank God it's not Sunday, because I think it's closed on a Sunday, so your dad would definitely be shit out of luck. No, it's open. Yeah, Sundays it's closed. I just hate when your sheriff department's closed on a Sunday. I gotta wake up at 7. Sure. I bet the side quests would get me new suits and stuff. I feel bad for not doing them, but like, they're just kind of like not interesting enough for me to want to do them. I don't feel like running around trying to find shit. Like, either where are the things, I gotta kill 60 of them, or find these beads or items that people want. Getting hungry. Gotta go eat food so the guy don't starve. Give me food. Give me that seafood platter and jam it all into a mug for me to drink from. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Seafood
Thanks,
coffee.
miss.
Yeah, seafood.
Next time you get...
Because every time you order the platter, it just all into a cup. Oh no, it's just every time you Google something on the game, it's like very rarely you can like find certain things, but then other stuff it's like, I don't know, impossible. I'm gonna buy more bullets since I got a bunch. Put them away. I'm gonna buy a bunch of health items. I got so much fucking money just to have on my toolbox. And if I ever need concentration, then fucking give me some root beers. Or, yeah.
Serving you. Please do.
Alright, now to the sheriff's department. Oh, man. Go see what's going on with Melvin. We're going to learn this entire time it's Patricia that's behind everything. That, or please don't tell me they say she's the goddess of fertility, because I don't want this kid or whatever she is to be that. We'll see how Melvin's doing. Then probably whatever the fuck happens, and depending on how that goes, I'll probably be wrapping up soon, because I'm already going for about 7 hours, almost. I want to go and take care of some stuff, exercise, and eventually go to bed.
This town sure is peaceful, Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I know. I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this.
It's been so fucking peaceful, huh, Morgan? It's like, what the fuck? I've been waiting for you. It's like, sorry, I had to come in during business hours.
Did you find Melvin?
Nope, I can't find either of them.
Either of them?
Yeah, when I went home, it wasn't just my daddy who was missing. Mama was gone too. This never happened before.
Zach, we need to stop Professor R's plan no matter what it takes. Relax, Patty. You don't need to worry about a thing. I'm sure that Melvin just stumbled across an important clue that's stolen his attention for now.
And took
And
to
I'm
the
sure
mom.
he's protecting your mother while he's at it. Let's just leave the investigation to the local police and rest for today.
I just
I need
got
to
here.
prepare a report for the HQ anyway. How about staying with me in my room until we find them?
That's weird.
But
You don't need to worry. I can't make you any homemade food, but I've got a first-class chef and a first-class concierge at my disposal. Oh, and a very affable bellboy. It's a lot of fun at that hotel.
okay, I guess. Thanks, Agent York.
You're a lady, so you take the bed. Zach and I will be fine on the couch.
He even has the bright blue eyes, just like a Clarkson's the daughter had. The boy turned girl, the transgender. It's like 6 in the morning. Or 7. I gotta go fucking back to the hotel. Write up a report. Kind of makes sense since Patty's unfazed by a lot of stuff, even if she says, oh, I watch, CSI or whatever the fuck. And how she knows so much about everything. She's also a Clarkson. Ooh. Wouldn't be surprising. But for all we know, it could just be another Patricia, and that's what they're trying to do, make us think it's her. Wouldn't be surprised. Either way, I'm hungry.
It's a beautiful day, Patty.
Really? Seems kinda normal to me.
Now that you mention it, yes, it is a normal day. I just felt like saying that.
What? Sometimes you really get on my nerves.
I love when he just whistles the song from the first game.
That melody always gets stuck in my head.
Yes, it's a devilish song, isn't it?
Just be quiet.
Zach, you're a coffee person.
Get off. Bam, 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 bam. Quiet loading. It's like 7.
Zach, the Clarkson family tree is nothing like we thought it was. We need to reorganize everything we've uncovered so far. She was so tired she fell right to sleep. Hey, Zach, I'm in a very difficult spot right now. I feel like this case is heading in a direction that will be extremely unpleasant for her. I've never felt anything like this during any of our cases thus far.
Anyway, let's look at this board and start figuring some stuff out here.
First, let's go back to the beginning. Lise Clarkson's body was found hanging under a bridge over the bayou, in a deserted spot close to where the bayou meets the Mississippi. The one who fired the pistol at Heaven surely had no idea what he would find there. Speaking of which, Zach, Chuck, the man who started this race we're running, what's his occupation?
I don't know, green, I think. Hard to say, because, like, I think they change when he becomes Zach.
That's right. He's a crawfish farmer, and after chasing a poacher's boat that crossed over into his farmland, he went up the bayou and was fortunate enough to find Lisa's body. I doubt it was a very pleasant experience for him. But if not for his discovery, Lisa's body might have started rotting out there. He's a difficult person to be sure, but I don't think he's a bad guy. Chuck said something peculiar. He claimed the Clarksons were a little better when their son was still around. I don't know exactly what he meant, but we ended up meeting the person he was talking about.
They only
didn't we?
swapped in the first game at the end.
Under very unexpected circumstances.
Randomly gave him white hair and his eye color changed. I think 2 eyes were different color. I can't remember.
Leonard Clarkson. He ran away from home, found his true self, then changed
Plus, in the
names.
beginning of the game, during the interview process, that's when he's Zach.
So, Zach, do you remember her name?
Of course, it's Elena Dauman.
Helena
Whatever.
Doman.
Dauman.
The townspeople call her Lena. She was also known as Professor R while she plotted against the Clarksons. She's the mother of the new drug known as Sang Rouge. She must have also had a group of followers who worshipped her fanatically. I can see it now. Lena sprinkling down the red powder, corrupting every last pure and innocent girl in town. Lena mentioned her plan each time we met. She must have taken us for utter fools, Zach. She thought she was always one step ahead of us, and that we'd never see the full scope of her plan. Well, her plan isn't complete yet, and I know we can still stop it. That's why we need to learn all we can about her. Her alias was Professor R, and she was well learned in the areas of medicine and fire dynamics. By the way, Zach, do you remember what weapon Lena used to murder PJ?
Miniature bomb.
Correct.
I was going to say, she kind of used
She
her
used
hand,
a miniature
but
bomb.
then the bomb.
To tell you the truth,
And a
she
gun.
surprised me. That bomb was so well placed. It left hardly any damage on the building itself, yet still did amazing work on them. Lena should have used that brain of hers for something more productive than that saga of revenge. For example, reviving Lucare's economy from the industrial sector. Widen your perspective, and you'll see that Louisiana is an industrial treasure trove. With her intelligence and her charisma, I'm sure she would have found some amazing opportunities. Such a tragedy. Zach, there's one more important matter we need to think about here. Galena Clarkson, who was murdered in jail. Her body was dismembered, then rearranged into a V shape. Patty and Melvin claimed it was a severed roots killing, but that doesn't make sense to me. And PJ Clarkson disapproved of it when I met him in the other world. He saw Galena's parts lined up and was overcome by an inexplicable fear. Tell me, who killed Galena?
I don't know, or I don't know. I think I'll go with I don't know.
Unfortunately, we don't have the answer to this one yet. And it's too big a problem to solve with mere speculation. The answer to this question may lead to a major turning point for this case, and the final turning point for this story. You know it's true, Zach. I only hope it doesn't push us down an avenue we didn't plan on exploring.
And then someone slipped me $10. He's not mentioning what she said right at the end about Trisha Clarkson. Clarkson's eldest daughter, unknown. Could it be the mom that Melvin, the wife or whatever of Melvin?
Hey, Zach. Do you remember PJ's last words?
Lena had course with her own flesh and blood. I don't know why
This
it's not
means
speaking.
there's
Okay.
still one more person out there who inherited PJ's blood.
The goddess of fertility. God damn it. Did this again at the end of the last episode, I think. Wouldn't be surprised. They keep mentioning the mom, and then they just said Patricia Clarkson. But who knows? We haven't gotten that far. Enjoy yourself with some smooth jazz.
Oh, fucking poachers, now I gotcha. Caught you red-handed.
This guy is talking about these poachers he's been pissed off about the last time we talked to him. The fuck? I think that's the mother. That's the other Clarkson. It's either the Clarkson or the mother of Patty or both. Because I saw a hand and they said that the mother's fucked up. Like real sick. And it looked like Melvin's hand beside it. Either that or somebody else. I think that might have been Patty's mom. God.
Soon. I'm almost there. Just... please, someone.
Oh, look, we're Zach again. Now we're back to, I think, 2010 or whatever the fuck. I don't know. We're back to current days, Zach. Older Zach's real fucked up. Got all angry looking. The same shit that they use for Saint Rouge.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Hey, alright, yeah, we're in 2019. We're back. In the Thompsonville suburb of Boston, Massachusetts.
Let me try and summarize this. Helena Doman was the mastermind behind the entire incident. But Helena Doman was actually P.J. Clarkson's son, who had severed ties with the family. Helena was also known as Professor R, the mother brain behind the drug known as Saint Rouge.
That's right.
She was responsible for everything?
Not everything, but most of it. Almost everything went according to her plan.
But if you'd already figured out that much, why did you continue to stay in Le Carré?
Because we had to.
You had to. Whatever for.
The goddess was still there.
The goddess.
The goddess of fertility.
Lise Clarkson's body.
Not her. She was as beautiful as a goddess, but she wasn't the goddess. She was just a tragic victim.
Then who is the goddess of fertility?
The person at the root of this case.
Is it some kind of metaphor? For example, the vast wealth that the red powder yielded.
No, he's smoking weed.
The goddess of fertility embodied abundance on the outside. But on the inside, she was a hollow void. And that void was threatening to swallow up all of Carré.
Struggling not to puke.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Are you okay, Mr. Morgan? Morgan almost sounds like a prophet talking about the end of the world. Vague, elusive, and intent on deceiving those who listen. But every now and then he adds an interval of truth. Patricia Clarkson is one of those. She's something special. Something irreplaceable to him.
Alright, let's see. What's the important thing to talk about and then not talk about it? Okay, the letters, so let's not talk about it. How about the ash in
It looks
there?
like he burned something other than firewood in here. Did he destroy something when he figured out we were coming? Or maybe it's just a red herring meant to throw us off. I know how he operates. I can't take anything at face value. The logs in the center look far more burnt compared to the rest. Almost looks like they were used in conjunction with some kind of accelerant. Did you recently burn something there?
It's our fireplace. We're free to use it as we please.
I see traces of resin. Which leads me to believe you burned up some sort of toxic substance. It doesn't matter what kind of fireplace you have. Burning anything other than firewood in it is dangerous. Next time, don't burn it up at home. Dispose of it like you would any other non-burnable refuse, especially if it was something like a smartphone or a USB memory stick.
Non-burnable refuse like a smartphone? Let's be serious here, Belle. That's exactly the sort of data one needs to thoroughly immolate. Remember what you learned at Quantico.
The sound of a baby crying got him that agitated? He may be sick, but that's still no excuse for this behavior. Instead of kicking your floor, perhaps it'd be wiser to invest in a soundproofing mat.
Are you irritated, Belle? Yes, of course you are. You think we lack a common human trait, and that bugs you. We're crazy. Human refuse. That's how we look to you, isn't it?
I would never go that far, but you did surprise me. Just doesn't seem like the kind of attitude one should display when in the company of others.
Yes, we're sorry. We agree with you. It just made us remember
How long does it take that other guy to fucking poop?
the time when that noise kept ringing out, and we couldn't stop it. That flight from Newark Liberty to Seattle Tacoma, it was the first flight we took as FBI agents. The plane was shaking violently due to turbulence, and when we looked to the side, we saw a young mother cradling a baby with a frightened look on her face. We got worried, so we spoke to her. Then the baby started crying. It was so loud, we couldn't resist plugging up our ears. And since it was so loud, the rest of the passengers started glaring at us. At first, the mother and I waved our hands, trying to quiet down the baby, but our efforts were in vain. It never stopped crying. The more our anxiety levels rose, the louder its cries grew, shrill and piercing. As if they were heralding the apocalypse. We were powerless, and the baby's mother was helplessly bewildered. Once the plane landed safely in Tacoma, the Baby finally stopped crying. We heaved a sigh of relief and looked at the mother. Then she said,
Ah, bitch.
"Whose child is this?" We were shocked. So we asked her what was going on. Apparently, sometime after she boarded the flight, that baby randomly appeared on her lap. Then it ordered her to call me over and kept sitting there as if nothing was wrong. Can you believe that, Belle? Bizarre, isn't it? While we were talking, the baby disappeared. The being responsible for all that loud, grating noise simply disappeared without a trace. Ever since then, whenever I hear a baby crying, I remember that bizarre experience.
Baby.
Well, what do you think, my fairy? Was it some sort of sign? By the way, you're still searching for Patricia, yes?
You don't need to worry about that. We're investigating. In fact, we've almost reached our goal.
Yeah, didn't they say Patricia Clarkson went missing?
We just need to find some conclusive evidence.
Oh, we sincerely hope that's the case. Hard to believe, though. After all, so far you've just been barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong tree.
That's right. You shouldn't be wasting time here. You should be out there, looking for her.
Then I'll just ask you straight away. Do you know where she is?
No, we don't. But we can feel her when we close our eyes and become one with the world. It's very faint, but we can see her. We can see Patricia.
Are you trying to distract me again? Or do you really expect me to believe you're clairvoyant or something?
What do you think we are, X-Men? It's metaphysical offender profiling.
He actually asked me where Patricia is? Does he have full confidence that we'll never find her? Fine. I can deal with that. I'll just ask him everything I can about the Le Carré case. Low-fat vitamin D milk cartons. Why are they all lined up so neatly?
Yeah, why are they taped together?
This square area enclosed by milk cartons, is it another sanctuary? The more I look around, the more I feel like there's some sort of system to all this. The sanctuary on this table. The fireplace sanctuary. And the milk carton sanctuary.
The table.
They all lead into the room back there. And there's one more by the window, and yet another by my feet. Are they signs? Or is this all some sort of path?
Hey, Belle, is that a serious question?
Of course it is.
We're drying them out. We line the milk cartons up to dry them out, so we can turn them into Halloween decorations.
Halloween? It's only January.
This is America. Land of the free. Got a problem with that?
Fucking January.
Professor R was a Clarkson, and also the mother of Saint Rouge. If Professor R really was the mastermind behind everything, if she wanted to rebuild the Clarksons' legacy, then why did she feel the need to kill everyone? So you think Galena was murdered by Helena Doman, her own brother?
No, Galena was someone else.
Then who killed her?
It's written in the report, isn't it?
Yes. But I'm asking you, would you mind answering me in your own words? You see, I find your entire story highly suspicious.
It's a complicated matter. Extremely complicated. By the way, how did the FBI find Lisa's body after 14 whole years?
That's none of your business.
Are you saying they just happened to be investigating the Clarksons' cold storage warehouse by pure chance? That there was some undercover terrorism plot afoot there?
I said it's none of your business.
Well, then we'll just have to guess. It was an anonymous tip, a tip related to Saint Rouge. Did we hit the nail on the head, Belle? But that's not what we want to know about. After all, the FBI gets hundreds of tips every day. Right, my fairy? It was always that way, even back when we were on duty. Here's what we really want to know. Why, out of all those tips, did you select that one? Would you tell us that much? Belle, what urged you to make a beeline straight for this case?
That's none of your business. Don't let him draw you into his game. Stay calm, Aaliyah Davis. Am I winning here or no? I need to stay positive.
Who am
I
I?
have to solve this case no matter what it takes. I can't lose courage here. The future influences the present just as much as the past. You asked me why I spent an entire 2 days observing you before I came to speak with you. Well, here's why. Over those 49 hours, I observed the intervals between your actions, when you were neither doing something nor doing nothing. I intently studied your intervals between action to action, and action to inaction. People reveal everything during the intervals between their actions. For example,
Just because all
when
his
you eat
cases
alone
look very
versus eating with
suspicious in the
someone else.
past. It's because of how he solves things. Like, nobody just goes to an other world and do that. Not that that's written in the files, but he just so happened to use this thing that no one's ever heard of method to take care of this and solve the cases.
the most prominent differences always appear when someone either
So they think
begins
he
or
has something to
finishes
do with
eating
this
a
case
meal.
that's being brought back up now.
And since these are unconscious actions, they can't be consciously hidden. When you prepare to eat or finish eating, when you move in to clean up, when you pick up a book or close one, when you raise a cup of coffee to your lips, human actions speak volumes. Not even the person doing the actions is conscious of them. That's what lies in those intervals. That's my modus operandi. And here's the conclusion it helped me reach. There's one other person in this house, isn't there?
You're incredible, Belle. You outdid all our expectations. Impressive, to say the least. You're right, Belle, but only half right.
Half?
You should still be proud, though. Honestly, we never thought you'd make it this far. You've got real talent.
Happy laugh.
Most of
Okay. Most of what you say is
if this
disjoint and
goes to
illogical.
court, I won't let you claim that your testimony is inadmissible just because of your little indulgence there.
Fine by us. We can even put it in writing if you want. We won't run or hide. Will we, my fairy? Where's the paper? No, I had it around here somewhere. Where is it? We're fine.
Hey, everything okay? What's going on out here? Oh, don't tell me.
He's just suffering from nausea. I was more worried about you. You were in there for quite some time.
Yeah, sorry.
Her foot's on a
Ever since you got
sanctuary.
here, I've been all backed up.
Mr. Morgan, can you stand?
Is this a sign from the coffee? What could it be? What is it trying to tell me? Think.
Is that a dragonfly?
How'd the coffee make a dragonfly?
Footsteps. Big footsteps. Footsteps. Big footsteps.
Some odd fella was following her around, stalking her like.
That poor girl, Lise, she was a druggie, and she was into the really bad stuff.
The Red Soul has the power to amplify the unique characteristics we all possess, mentally and physically. That's why I created the Holy Red Powder.
You okay? Hey.
We're fine. Just feeling a little tired. Would you take us to get our medicine?
Sure. It's in the bathroom, right? Whew. Seems like he's calmed down a little. We should let him rest for a while.
One more step and I could have cornered Morgan, but so be it. I can still keep investigating even if the owner of this chair isn't present. Simon Jones, what a piece of work. How can anyone have such bad timing? Why do you think he's trying to survive so badly? What does he hope to achieve?
What do you mean?
He who has a why to live can bear almost any how.
No more Nietzsche. Please, just stop. I feel like my ears are gonna start bleeding.
Hey, Agent Jones, wanna know why I love Nietzsche's quotes so much?
Sure.
I first discovered Nietzsche in a shelter after Katrina. At the time, I was shell-shocked, hopeless. I wanted to die. How could a 13-year-old girl go on living alone with her little brother? Then, in that shelter, I met a college professor. His school was damaged by the hurricane, too, and got closed down. He also lost his family and was living there in the shelter, just like me. So we gradually started spending more time together. I'll never forget the 3 months I spent with him. He loved Nietzsche. And out of all of Nietzsche's quotes, there was one from Thus Spoke Zarathustra that he repeated over and over again. Better know nothing than half know many things. Better be a fool on one's own account than a sage on other people's approbation. I thought it was a strange quote to hear from a college professor, you know? Why would he think it would be good to be a fool? But I understand what he meant now. He was trying to encourage my little brother and I, so that we'd be able to bear the weight of the victim label that was about to be slapped onto us, so that we could go on respecting ourselves without ever succumbing to all the patronizers. After that, my grandmother in Lafayette took us in. That was the last time I ever saw the professor. But whenever I quote Nietzsche, my memories of him come flowing back into my mind, and they give me the power I need to keep pressing on. So I'm gonna keep quoting Nietzsche, just to make sure I don't forget my roots.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I get it now. Nietzsche is to you what pizza is to me. Sorry for giving you a hard time about it. You are free to go on quoting him whenever you want, of course.
Maybe it is. There's different pronunciations for many things.
Agent Jones.
Also, we're not in Louisiana, we're in Boston now.
What the hell is wrong with you? How dare you compare Nietzsche with pizza?
Oh, come on. What's wrong, Aaliyah? You hungry or something?
Excuse me? What are you insinuating?
Well, you're staring right at an empty pizza box.
Please don't compare yourself to me. Besides, I have a refined palate.
Hey, that was uncalled for. Pizza is a sacred food, remember?
God, I get sick and tired of you, Simon.
You don't need to feel embarrassed for being unable to stop staring at it. It enthralls all who gaze upon it. That's the power of pizza.
Stop, Agent Jones. I've had enough of this sacred pizza bit.
We went to her aunt's in Lafayette, but that's after she learned the word and everything from a college professor.
I'm sick of you
So she
Chicagoans
learned it
and your
some
obsession with
ridiculous
pizza.
fancy way.
Pizza, pizza, pizza. 24 hours a day. That's all you ever talk about. What's next? You gonna launch into a tirade about how deep dish is the only proper way to make pizza?
No, Aaliyah. You just don't get it, do you? As a Chicagoan, I'm proud of the deep dish pizza.
Can't even eat pizza.
But get this.
On a diet.
I love New York-style pizza, too.
Oh, crazy.
It doesn't matter what kind of pizza it is. As long as it's a pizza, it's beautiful. What? Still don't get it? Okay, here. I'm gonna put it in terms that I'm sure even you could understand. All pizzas are created equal. Eat your heart out, Nietzsche.
Just forget I mentioned anything. Shouldn't you look after him?
I gave him his meds and let him rest.
Let him rest where?
In the bathtub. It happened to have a blanket and a pillow in it.
What? But why?
I don't know. Maybe he sleeps in the tub. I feel like I saw that once in some vampire movie.
I don't know what you're talking about. More importantly, how long has he been like that?
It's stage 4 cancer. He's had it for a while now.
No. I'm talking about his face. It looks as white as a sheet. You can even see all his veins. I've never heard of any cancer side effect like that.
Who knows?
You got into some of that
Now
fucking
that you mention it, he started going
rouge
really
shit.
crazy around the beginning of December.
In what way?
He changed pizza places.
This better not be another joke.
It's not, really. It's not. Before December, he always used to order delivery from a Chicago-style joint all the way up near Medford. But one day, he took one look at one of their trademarked red boxes and totally lost it.
Red, huh?
You better believe it. He started screaming gibberish at the pizza boy and chased him away. Next thing I know, I see him toss the pizza box out his window.
Do you think that's when his fear of red began surfacing more prominently?
Beats me. There isn't a better Chicago-style pizza place that delivers around this area. How could someone give up on that just because they don't like the box?
Were you serious for even a fraction of that story?
Let me get one thing straight. You started this investigation based on an anonymous tip, right? What kind of a tip was it? Phone or mail?
What does that matter at this point?
This may surprise you, but these kinds of details really eat me up inside. I always get hung up on the most insignificant of details, especially during the most vital times. For example, you know how people go to bed early the night before they have a big job? That's exactly the time where I start focusing on meaningless nonsense. When did I last clip my nails? How long is my milk good for? I just can't help myself. I can't resist the need to know. It's just the way I am.
It was sent in an envelope. Postmarked December 28th, sent out from Louisiana.
What did it have inside?
A postcard with a dragonfly on it. A wrapped sample of Sang Rouge, and a note.
What did it say?
Investigate the Clarksons.
Oh my
FK.
god. Not FK. Why? He can't be still around.
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
Who's FK?
Anonymous tip, remember? It's obviously just a fake name.
He better not be fucking around. Better be a freaking fake name.
Did you confirm that?
Of course I did. Louisiana has a population of 4.5 million. The FBI database has a list of 6,682 individuals whose initials are FK. 1 out of every 6 individuals is a child under the age of 14, born after 2005. The remaining 5,500 people include those whose initials changed after they married or incarcerated
This
individuals.
is someone from the first game.
After subtracting those,
That
I
was
was
the final
left
boss.
3,800. That's when I stopped searching for FK, and I decided to change up my approach. It isn't important where the tip came from. All that
Again, not
matters is
going off
solving
real
the case.
facts.
I got this far by taking the most efficient route possible. Are you satisfied now?
Yeah. Thanks. I feel a lot better now. Yep, it all checks out.
The letter that was delivered to me bore the Clarkson symbol. A postcard decorated with a dragonfly, the mark of the Clarkson family. A single sheet of paper ordering me to investigate the Clarksons, and... all pizzas are created equal. He's making fun of me. I know he is. Judging from what he's told me so far, my fairy isn't his chess partner. That being fulfills a different role with it. So who's he playing against then? Who would be a good match for him?
Oh, God damn it. No.
Agent Jones. That chessboard is still bugging me. I don't know why, but it just does. You really think he was playing chess all by himself?
I don't know. I definitely think it's possible.
How?
Maybe he's remembering the strategies an old friend of his used to use. If it's someone he played for years, he's probably capable of recreating their playing style. And besides, Morgan's beaten a grandmaster before. You know that, right?
I read about that in the Greenvale report.
Even a computer
Oh,
can
yeah,
play
that
chess
guy.
these days, right?
In fucking Greenvale.
I'm sure that a grandmaster level player would have no trouble emulating someone else.
Whose chess strategy is he emulating then?
Again, I can click on any of the things that pop up. I've just specifically clicked look
A soft spot?
instead of talking out loud.
He doesn't even understand the first thing about me.
So, why did you decide to take this case?
Because it's my job.
Really? I don't buy it.
Why not?
You aren't just following orders here. You've got way too much emotion invested in this. Some kind of special emotion. There's no use trying to hide it. Despite how I may look, data analysis is my forte. I know how to see through lies. I don't mean to be nosy, but would it kill you to confide in me a little? I didn't manage to live this long simply because I'm fiendishly handsome. And besides, we're gonna be tiptoeing
Oh, good,
across
you
a thin
switched
line of
arms, I guess?
legality with the rest of this case. So I'd prefer to have some probable cause. That way, at least I can back you up when you need me to.
There exists in the world a single path along which no one can go except you. Whither does it lead? Do not ask.
You're pulling out Nietzsche at a time like this? Come on.
I have a little brother. After overdosing on a certain drug, he was thrown into rehab. He's been clean for 2 years now, but he still won't utter a single word. All day long, he's plagued by hallucinations. He can't tell if he's dead or alive, if this is reality or if it's all a dream.
Sang Rouge.
That's right. The doctor can't tell what's causing his condition, so they can't treat him. He just told me to prepare for the possibility that I may never get my brother back. This was his. I bought it for him after he graduated high school and found a job. He never got a single chance to wear it, though. Someday, I believe that he'll get better. And I'll get to see him put this on and head out to work.
So you think that if we nab the person behind all this, we may figure out how to conquer the addiction?
Right.
You really think it'll be that easy?
I don't know. But I can't just sit around and do nothing. He's the only family I have in the entire world.
What about your parents?
When I was only 13...
Yeah, we just mentioned this, you idiot. We just talk about this. This is why she talks about Nishi.
Sorry.
It's fine. I've already dealt with my past. Now I'm just working as hard as I can to complete the duty I've been given.
Ah, duty.
Yeah.
Hey, Agent Jones. I just want to double-check one thing. You didn't find anything in the bathroom.
Nope. Nothing in there.
It must be the bedroom then. Just like I thought.
Are you serious about this?
Huh? Now you're having second thoughts?
Well, not exactly.
Then what?
I understand how you feel, but he's got an incurable disease. And he used to be one of us.
So? The truth he's given us so far could all be completely fabricated. He's a genius lone wolf agent who solved nothing but difficult cases during his years of active duty. That's what they told me at Quantico, at least. Over and over again. I had to listen to them talk about how no one could ever replicate the kind of work he did. But let's be real here. You saw his face, didn't you? It was inhuman. It looked like the face of a killer who's been possessed by death. Patricia Clarkson is here, in the next room, only a single wall away from us. After 14 years, he went back to Le Carré, kidnapped her,
Really
and
jumping the
imprisoned
gun
her
here.
He's trying to complete something big right now, something that's deeply connected to Saint Rouge.
Oh god, the eye patch. My god, whatever happened? How is
What
it
is
that?
all this?
How was it that the whole Saint Rouge thing is so like effective in his brain, but like he still went on to do the Green Veil case?
Pictures of people from Le Carré. And this wall is dedicated to
Yeah,
Greenvale.
Green Veil and the other
All
one,
the
so he's got a
deceased
mix
of
in
them.
here.
Crossed out. Sheriff Melvin Woods.
Oh boy, so Melvin dies, I guess, because if it's all the people that are diseased, Andy Woods is also dead. I'd like to look at that more, but I can't, because it only lets me walk in one direction.
Lise Clarkson? Where's Patricia?
That's our altar. What are you doing?
Oh god, why are you freaking the fuck out? Calm down. Not like he's gonna kill you. Have a panic attack. Scared me. How'd you get in the room without us seeing? Because he was laying in here the whole time. Instant transmission. I don't know, he crossed off Melvin on the board that Melvin was dead. "2005. Back in Louisiana." Red Seed? Never seen it.
York! Agent York! York! Agent York!
No.
York!
Stop.
Agent York!
Leave me alone.
Hey! Agent York! Agent York? Hey! Hey, Agent York.
Lise Clarkson. That almost looks like
You're Lise Clarkson.
Losing my mind, sorry. Hallucinations. I think I've been drugged. I mean, I was knocked out with a
What's
sleeping
wrong?
pill.
You're acting weird.
With a sleeping pill earlier.
Sorry, Patty, I'm fine now.
Maybe that San Rouge shit got into me.
More importantly, do these red seeds come from some kind of plant that grows around this area?
I don't know. What do I look like, a botanist?
I don't know. I'll go talk to that guy
This
from
isn't your
Mineral
average
Town.
backwoods town. The Clarksons' ego and control has been piercing the town's heart like a massive dinosaur bone. But over this past century, time has been busy eroding the beast's power from within. And now, the very thing that once fortified this town is polluting it with putrid gas and rotten marrow. Zach, this is the point where it all collapses.
Search for clues is the alternate and least discovery site. Oh my god. Can I save?
Did you notice anything strange before your daddy went missing? Did he seem different from usual, or say things that didn't make sense?
Nope. He was the same as always. We talked a lot. I reckon he was in a better mood than usual.
This
Almost even
entire
too
thing's been a
talkative.
flashback.
Zach, she's putting on a strong face, but it's clear that she's very worried. Let's try and cheer her up
No,
a
we're
bit.
back to now probably
What's
looking
the
about
best-
Melvin. It's just that everything, this whole case is a flashback to what we were just doing with the interrogation. No, we're just back here now looking for stuff.
There's some decomposing cloth here. We saw the same type of cloth at the sugarcane plantation. They must have used that cloth when they transported Lisa's body. But who cares about mundane evidence like that? This isn't a case that can be solved by gathering the kind of evidence we'd need to submit to a court. These red seeds keep sticking out to me, but we need to figure out what's going on with this altar before we focus on anything else. Isn't that right, Zach? There's a flat, evenly weighted stone here. I bet we could use this to score an amazing stone skipping record. Let's give it a try whenever we get some downtime. For
Oh
now,
yeah,
we need
sure. I'm not skipping stones again.
The growth is all missing from this particular section. It wasn't just cut away. She used fire to burn it out. Everything was planned so meticulously, as if she wanted to show this altar to someone. That's why Chuck ended up discovering it. Zach, this is an ominous sign. Among all the different footprints here are a set made from engineer boots. Yes, I know. He probably only made them when he came to inspect the scene. I'm sure that Patty and I left our own set of prints here too. But how do you explain the set that's inside the yellow tape? This altar is covered in burn marks, but there's hardly any residue left. There's no way for me to tell what was burned here. I could send it home for analysis, but is that really necessary? It'll just end up giving Abrahams more busy work. More importantly, Zach, someone who knew how to manipulate fire was behind all this. In other words, these roots prove that Lena was here. And that's enough for me. After Lise Clarkson was murdered, her body was put back together here, just like how Galena's body was dismembered, then rearranged within the holding cell. Lena Doman and PJ's bodies were also blown to pieces in the end. Perhaps that's the nature of the curse that's taken hold of the Clarksons. What do you think, Zach? Is there any significance to these similarities?
It's actually complete. $55. Again, someone just comes up and slips money into my pocket every time I do something.
Hey! FBI! The hell you doing back here?
Oh my god, I just want to get to a save. We're never gonna get there.
You already solved the case, yeah? So go on! Get your ass out of town!
Why do you think I solved the case?
Shoot! Exactly how stupid are you, FBI?
Hey, Chuck. Can you see the altar from there?
I'd see the whole damn thing, along with your stupid ass standing there, trying to act all smart and shit.
You told me that the poacher's boat you were chasing disappeared around this area, correct?
Yeah, that's what I said, all right. What, you forget already? If you're just gonna waste our tax dollars out here, least you could do is catch them goddamn poachers. Fucking FBI, go and make yourself useful for once in your damn life.
Chuck, we don't chase down fishing boats. Unless it's a terrorist boat that plans to overthrow our government, that is.
Huh. Then stop acting all leery, like I ain't being truthful or whatever. I'm busy too, you know. So long, FBI.
Thank you, Chuck. It was very helpful.
Zach, he just taught us what the true purpose of this altar is. It was built here so that the ritual could be watched from a boat in the bayou.
What do you mean? They could have just walked out here. There's no reason why they had to watch it from a boat.
The goddess of fertility, Patty.
Oh boy, more of this crap. Let me go talk to the big skeletal man again.
The goddess of fertility. A fine name indeed. So much blood has been shed. Yet you remain in this town. Surely you know why.
Of course I do, Hungan. My work here isn't finished yet. You know, I could really use one of your oracles right now.
You're more fun than I thought. Here's the oracle you ask for. Listen, speak to the 17 comrades who saw the birth of New Orleans. Feel the holy Allah. The giant lady's finger points down toward your goal. The entrance to the forbidden.
Poetic and graceful
The vagina.
as ever, Hungan. Hungan's oracles are leading us toward the core of this case. That's the one thing I'm sure of. But don't misunderstand, Zach. I'm not blindly following him. I only follow my intuition. Metaphysical offender profiling. That's all there is to it.
Let's figure out where he wants us to go.
The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one out. After all, we need to find someone or something. That's not it, Zach. The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one. That's not it. The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one. That's not it. That's it. The French established the colony of La Nouvelle-Orléans in 1718, just about 300 years ago.
Yeah, how could I have
The
forgotten?
only 17 comrades that would have been around back then are the 300-year-old oak trees along this road. A majestic road lined by oak trees. Come on, let's go ask these sages of Carré for some help on our investigation. Zach, the Holy Allah is a shockingly simple metaphor, especially considering the quality of the oracles we've received thus far. It seems as if Hungan's poetic muse is finally running dry. The great thing about us Americans is that we can recreate our homeland anywhere. We're happy to transport crunchy bacon across the deserts of Africa if we need to. That's what it means to be American, and this Holy Allah is just another example of that. From the early days of the frontier era, they've been helping us Americans be what we've always meant to be. Zach, don't think so hard about it. The Holy Allah refers to that. Hey, Zach, there's no, the Holy. That's it. The Holy Allah refers to a water tower. Specifically that water tower with its Clarkson family crest. It must be hiding some sort of clue. Let's fill the Allah and see what it yields.
I'll fill your Allah. I don't know what that means, but I'll do it.
Zach, what do you think the giant lady's finger is?
I don't know. A dildo?
I'm at a loss. I never thought one of Hoongan's childish riddles would force me to think so hard. But, oh well. I'm sure that as we deal with the rest of the Oracle, it'll reveal itself to us.
What? Is there something on my face?
Listen carefully, Patricia. As my skilled assistant, I trust you a great deal, so I want you to answer me honestly.
Answer what?
Do you have any idea where Melvin might have gone?
No.
He didn't seem to be acting or talking differently than usual?
No. I don't think so.
Okay, I believe your words. Zach, we have a lot of work to do. It feels like we're finally approaching the climax here.
God, I love a climax.
We've been in this town for longer than we originally planned, haven't we? Oh no, I'm not complaining. I'm used to living out of a hotel, and I love southern food. There are some inconveniences, though. There's no movie theater in this town, nor is there a video rental store, and the TV in the hotel room doesn't get any of the on-demand movie channels. We'll just have to get lucky and encounter a movie being shown on TV. The movie environment in Lucaria is no different from that of the 70s, Zach. No,
Oh my God, $6 for pedestrian damage. Now he's just gliding away. Oh dear God, and he's over there now.
Lena Doman, aka Professor.
Holy cow.